Yeah, we were starting, başlıyorduk or başlayacaktık. That's exactly today's lesson subject. Başlayacaktık. We were about to start. Okay, I am starting the lesson now. So, today we will talk about advanced tenses. We did in previous lessons we did basic tenses. As I included in the announcement, you should know about the basic tenses. But if you're not familiar with them, it is also okay. I will try to keep it simple for everyone. I will make this beginner friendly, and then we will have some exercises that also include speaking or reading. I have started doing more exercises in my lessons to make this more interactive, to keep you more engaged in the lessons. Okay, so first things first. There's a lesson plan. I will go according to this plan. I will do the lesson in this order. So we are in the second step, explaining the plan, and I will talk about the basic tenses in case there are beginner people or new people who don't know how the tenses work. And there will be your tense, some explanations, some reminders, and acaktı. And then we will talk about colloquial details with more useful phrases or useful notes or things to know. Then there will be exercises. After that, I will answer your questions about this lesson or about Turkish in general, or about how server works, like any of the questions. Then I will make some more reminders and end the lesson. So obviously I will need you to follow the plan, and during the exercises when you need to give an answer, it is better that you put your answers in spoilers with these two pipes. I will also help you how to do it. So for now, let's start. So this is the default order, by the way, from the, mış, to aorist, continuous, and future. This is how you can say I did, you did, he did, we did, you guys did, or you sir did. This siz is formal you. The difference between sen and siz. If you know if you know German, it's like saying du and z. Or if you know French, as far as I remember, it's like tu and vous. Like for informal you, formal you. And then onlar, they. I will wait a bit for all of you to take a look at other endings. I will not rush this part. This is important. Ben yapmışım, sen yapmışsın, o yapmış. So, for example, in all the o pronouns, there are no personal endings. We only have the tense endings. That is because we don't use personal endings for o, like for he, she, it. And also, the other endings kind of look similar, like ben yapmışım, ben yaparım, ben yapıyorum, ben yapacağım. But the thing you need to remember is this one. It kind of, for some reason, in the past tense with the ending for biz turns into ke, yaptık. Not is, not is, not uz, it's ke. That is for some reason different. Yaptık, biz yaptık. Biz yaparız, we do it. Biz yapıyoruz, we are in the present doing it. Biz yapacağız, we will in the future do it. Okay, so now Wait. Okay, yeah. As a simplified version of the endings, try to memorize them like this. D, mış, ar, ıyor, acak. So, basic tenses. How are basic tenses constructed? How do we use them? Sorry, how are advanced tenses constructed? So these are basic ones, the 5 basic tenses. Advanced tenses, the advanced ones, are formed by combining these ones. So by combining, for example, today we will talk about this, acak and d. We will combine these two. We will put acak on d. Yapacaktım. So acaktı. And again we will combine this. Yapıyordu. We will put ıyor on the. So we will combine continuous tense with past tense and future tense with past tense. There are also more combinations. Like you can also say, you can also combine ardı with the. You can also do this. And you can also do this. But these are only possible combinations, by the way. Only combining them with the. Like only putting this. For example, you can't say ıyor and ar. You can't do other combinations. Like this is wrong. This doesn't work. The combination only works this way. So this week we will talk about this too. Acaktı, ıyordu. So yordu, we will talk about yordu. So what is yordu? Normally I put the explanations before the lessons. This time I didn't have some free time to do it. I will explain it, I will type it together with you in the lesson. Yordu is basically, if I say this, it will be more easier for you to understand how it works. Yordu is basically past continuous tense, just like in English. For example, when an action is interrupted by another action, we use ıyordu. Mesela, for example, sen eve geldiğin zaman, I know that this is a bit complicated. I will color it for now. I will also talk about it. We have some important vocabulary to know. Sen eve geldiğin zaman ben yemek yapıyordum. Sen eve geldiğin zaman ben yemek yapıyordum. In this sentence, there are two events, two actions, and I combine them. I put them together. I connect them with this geldiğin zaman, and I change the tense to yordum. So that means when you came home, I was cooking. So when is basically geldiğin zaman. Actually, diğin zaman with gelmek. So when you came, wait, I will make this white. Sen eve geldiğin zaman, when you came home, I was cooking. So I was cooking, that is the first action, and it is interrupted with you coming home. Two actions happening together. Geldin and geldin. Geldin is basic. Sen geldin. This is basic. So you came. Sen geldiğin zaman, when you came. Yes, Sami, exactly. But in this lesson, I will not talk about the differences between these participles. That's a lesson for another day. Yes, domates, exactly. Geldiğin zaman is always used in this kind of advanced combinations. It is a connector of two actions, two sentences. Yes, Matthew, I will get there. And like, I knew, that's the first thing, and you were coming. I knew that you were coming. So if there's a that, if there's a connection of two events, you combine them, you connect them with geldiğin zaman. Okay, let me give you one more example. So, there's also the other kind of sentences that you say with while. Mesela, kardeşim ders çalışırken ben oyun oynuyordum. Kardeşim ders çalışırken ben oyun oynuyordum. So that means while my sibling, kardeş is sibling, is genderless. When my sibling ders çalışırken was studying, I was playing games. Ben oyun oynuyordum. I was playing games. So in this case, there's no interruption. In this case, there are two events happening at the same time. And while is how we say can. Another important participle to know about. We will talk about all of them, but for now, let's grab can. So, while sen yaparken ben oyun oynuyordum. I will move to what? Okay, acaktı. The other one. This is similar, but more about the future, like more about the things that you were planning to do, but you didn't start for some reason. The combination of this, acak future tense and past tense. Acaktı, yapacaktı. This is basically future in the past. And what does that mean? I will write an English sentence to make it simple. So like when you were going to do something, but you didn't do it or you didn't start yet. Do something. So for example, you are going to do something, but you didn't do it, or it's like you forgot doing it, you didn't start, you are planning. Yes, let's translate that. Actually, yes. Actually, I can use your own sentences. I was going to call you, seni arayacaktım. So this time aramak, to call, ara, with the buffer, because there cannot be two vowels next to each other. Acak, future tense, t, past tense, and m, personal ending for ben. Ben seni arayacaktım. Ama, I fell asleep. In Turkish, we don't have a verb for falling asleep. We mostly say uyuyakaldım. But I'm sure that will confuse some of you. Ben seni arayacaktım ama uyuyakaldım. I was going to call you, but I fell asleep. Uyudum sounds like it was intentional, Sami. Yeah, I know, that's what I said, it will confuse you. We are not there yet. We haven't learned it. Domates, no. As a quick, like, foreshadow into future lessons, kalmak is like ending up doing something. Yeah, uyuyakalmak. You end up sleeping. It looks like kalmak, but it's not. It's a kalmak. There are also other ones like a yazmak. Even though yazmak means to write, a yazmak is something like was about to happen. Like it was close. It is uyu a kalmak, pink trousers. Uyu a kalmak. Because a kalmak is the suffix itself. And yes, these are compound words by the grammar. We are not there yet. We haven't learned these yet. We will also have a lesson on this. There are also other ones. There's also adurmak. Like keep on doing something. Mesela sen yaza dur. You keep on writing, I will be back. Yes, yes. Like or sen gide dur. Like for example, sen gide dur. That means keep walking or start going there. I will be back. I will join you later. These are advanced stuff, pink trousers. We will have lessons on this. I am only mentioning this now because I had to use it in the original sentence. Because falling asleep is, there's the only way to say it. Like akalmak, saying it with akalmak is the only way you say fall asleep. Other than idioms, of course. Okay. Any example to yazmak? Okay. Ayağım kaydı. Sami, ayağım kaydı. Like I slipped. Ayağım kaydı ve düşe yazdım. The floor was slippery. And I was about to fall over. Like almost. It almost happened. Düşe yazdım. Yes. Or this one is sad kind of, but arabanın önünden geçen kedi öyle yazdı. Arabanın önünden geçen kedi öyle yazdı. The cat who ran in front of the car almost died. Öyle yazdı. But it didn't. Öyle yazdı means it was close, it almost happened, but it didn't happen. This is an important detail. So it didn't happen. The cat didn't die. The cat was running in front of a car. It almost died, but didn't die. Yes, as I was saying, there are more examples, there are more things to talk about. And yeah, we will have a lesson on this subject. So for now, let's move back to our original acaktı sentence. Seni arayacaktım ama uyuyakaldım. I was going to call you. Was going to call, like I had plans to do it, but for some reason I didn't do it. And the reason being falling asleep. But I fell asleep. Okay, one more example. Ben sana söyleyecektim. Ben sana söyleyecektim ama zamanım yoktu. Ben sana söyleyecektim ama zamanım yoktu. Yes, domates, exactly. I was going to tell you, but I didn't have time, so we couldn't talk. Or ben derse gelecektim ama ben derse gelecektim ama Arkadaşım beni çağırdı. Ben derse gelecektim. Ama in these sentences, there's always a feeling like a continuation of sentence, like, but it didn't happen. I was going to do it, but something else happened. My friend, good try, domates. I was going to come to the lesson, but my friend called me. Like, called me outside, called me to play games. Like, hey, and I went to my friend instead of coming to the lesson. And let's use that example, Sami. Ben de tam sana or size gelecektim. Ben de tam size gelecektim. That sounds like in the previous yordu sentence, ben size geliyordum. That sounds like you met your friend on the road, Sami, like in the street. But ben size gelecektim. That sounds like you saw them in your house, like they showed up at your door. They came to your door, you open door, and they are in front of you, and you're like, oh, ben size gelecektim. I was planning to do it, but I didn't even leave my house. Is çağırmak same as aramak? No. Çağırmak is calling someone's attention, like, hey, look over here, or inviting someone. Look over here and come over here. That's the difference. Okay, and that's it. Thank you everyone for your time. Herkese geldiği için teşekkürler. Haftaya görüşürüz. See you next week.